Hello! Nico Simensen here, for those of you who are new to my channel. I am going to document my trip while walking a path called Jotunheimstien. So yeah, I'm excited for this trip. I don't know how far I will walk. It's around 33 or 330 kilometers in total. I will just see how far I get. I will show you some beautiful scenery. This trip is famous by, or this trip is used by famous Norwegian artists like painters and musicians from early on, as the landscape is used for inspiration. It's beautiful. Norway in general, if you haven't been there, is beautiful. So I definitely hope I will see and be able to show you guys some beautiful sceneries from this trip. Backpack is heavy. Don't know if you can see it, but I think are heavy relative, maybe 26 kilos. So yeah, let's roll. It's funny when you're used to living in a comfortable environment. The first thing the mind says when it gets 25 kilos on its back and are starting to walk is, why am I doing this? It's a bad idea. Basically responds to pain like a pussy. It's just funny. I know that after a day or two it will become the norm. It's basically just hardening the mind. That's also one thing why I do this kind of hikes. It's also to train my mind. So it's just to smile at the mind and say, fuck you, we're doing this. Let's roll. I actually never seen a snake in the water before. That's super interesting. It's new to me. I think maybe it's because all these, I don't know what the English word is for it, rumpetroll, translation here. There's a lot of them here, so maybe that's why it hunts. Super interesting. I would love to know what kind of snake that is. This is the camping spot of today. Tent is set up. I think this water is called Store Øyungen. Some other people camping around this water, and now I'm just going to eat dinner. Might be stupid, but that I have with me. Maybe 2 kilos in just books. This one is just for scribing. You can see it as a diary, basically. And we get the Gulag Archipelago. It's always difficult to pronounce. It's by Simensen. Sorry for the mispronunciation, but it's basically the book describes the life in Gulag and the political environment in the Soviet Union, especially from the revolution and until like 1950s. This book is actually said to be the one that was the start of the end for the Soviet Union. So far, extremely interesting book. Puts your life in perspective, especially for us Norwegian that has it so good. And the third book is Beyond Order by Jordan Peterson. He's for those of you who are not familiar with him, just look it up, Jordan Peterson, and you find extremely much content online. He's a famous psychologist from Canada. Jesus. So yeah, this is the second book I'm reading from him. It's very good perspectives. Well read, extremely well read guy. Alright, and we have goodie. It's Nescafe Gold. Let's go. Hei du! Oi, første klagelse. It's been a long day, but finally I'm at the place where I'm going to sleep tonight. Buddy. I watched Lars Monsen and saw that he ate this gastromat spice like this. It's actually really good. Alright, it's day 3. I definitely feel the soreness in my body. It's been used, that's for sure. But everything has gone as planned until now. If you hear this clinging, it's all the sheeps that are around. But everything has gone as planned. I have gunna på, as we say in Norwegian, like really trekked on and reached the goals for the first and second day. Yesterday I finished the whole of leg 2, etappe 2, and now I'm at. I think I will use 2 days on this. This is etappe 3, leg 3 is 53 kilometers if I'm not wrong. So that means I have to walk out these 2 next days. I have eaten everything of this what I call luxury food, which means food that is above 500 grams in weight. Yeah, so now it's only dry food, which I brought from the military. So it's like out on date, and it's all lamb stew, which I'm pretty sick of, but at least it's light to carry. And I have peanuts, so I think I have energy for 5 to 6 days. So I should be pretty good, even though it's very much of the same. So yeah, I was a little bit unsure if I was going to film this trip. Much of the reason why I'm doing this trip is also because I've gone through some personal stuff, which I don't think is right to go into, but I've gone through some personal stuff lately. So my energy are a little bit down. Those of you who know me knows me maybe as more like, but yeah, I'm a little bit more calmer now, and I'm basically out here alone to just focus, like use my body and just like live through every emotions and thoughts that comes up, like basically doing a cleansing or a vårrengjøring, as we can say in Norwegian, when it comes to the thoughts and emotions. So I didn't know if I was going to film this, but I started and now I feel better about it, so I think I will definitely publish this. It's also something about showing the trip and inspire more people to do these kind of things. Alright, enough talking. There is a well down here, so I will show that to you. For I don't know how many of you have seen a well before, so yeah, I will refill some water, drink my coffee, and then we will trek on. Alright? They are curious about me. I honestly don't know how tough I will be if they come very close, but I think I will stand my ground. They are like approaching baby steps by baby steps. I'm tucking down the tent now, so yeah, we will see. Coming closer every second. Oh, he's stamping his ground also now. So I think maybe that's the sign, get away from here. So yeah, I think it's time to get away from here. They're big, you know? They can run you down pretty easily. And my little brother told me that he had to escape his tent one time, because they just basically charged, but that was those kjøttkuer, as we call them, like meat cows. They're like maybe 30, 45, even 50% bigger than these ones still. Yeah, I will pack up. I don't know if you can, I can see it. I will switch my camera, but if you can see this blue, we call it dis in Norwegian. I will translate it in text. And you can see it's very characteristic for this Norwegian nature in the summer time. It's like the further you look, the more blue. Like you have closest here is green, and then the mountain behind is blue, and then even further behind it's even more blue, and it goes like that. I think this scenery is pretty cool, typical for Norway in some parts of the country. It's like you can see it's very lush green, if that's a proper word for it. And you have this small tiger everywhere. It's a nice path. It makes me think of the Norwegian folklores about trolls. I don't know if you are familiar with that. It's probably very typical for Norwegians, but yeah, makes me think of that. All right, keep trekking away. Friday morning, cloudy today. I noticed that this will be after this day 4 with walking. I need a day to rest the body. It's been a while since I've been carrying a backpack this heavy for so consistently for several days. So I don't know what's the optimal way to do it, but let's say I was going to walk for like 1 month. I think in the beginning it will be maybe something like this: 4 days carrying, 1 day pause, and then after a while you will get like more in shape, and you will maybe be able to go further and for longer days in a row. But for now this feels right. It's been a beautiful trip. I hope some of you got inspired to do this yourself. I haven't met anybody unless except for 3 people when I filled water back at his cabin yesterday. And so yeah, I've basically been talking to cows and sheep. It's been interesting. It's my first time walking alone like this, and it wasn't any problem, to be honest. Like I of course I felt the loneliness, especially in the evenings. But I also think that's good because it gives you time and space to reflect on what you do have and yeah, what you want to do with your life, I guess. But yeah, I asked my little brother to come pick me up this evening. Instead of taking one rest day tomorrow, not doing anything, I can do it at home at my grandfather's, and also do some things, visit some friends and stuff like that before work. Yeah, the work starts again after the summer break. Feel free to drop a comment or ask anything about this trip. It's called the Jotunheimstien, as told earlier, and I walked it from Nittedal. And today I will walk towards Lygnaseter. Maybe I'll get all the way up there before my little brother meets me. So we will see. Also, one other thing, there is little more that can enjoy you in life than when you wake up in the morning, you have prepared 1 can, and you notice that out of 1 water enough for 1 cup of coffee. I am in a place now where there is no water basically, so I had to use from my backpack, like this camelback. Luckily I had enough for what I thought was 1.
But when you realize that you have enough for 1 cup more, that's what you call goody goody! Or you can also say griseflaksas. That's basically just direct translation is pig luck. From Norwegian to English. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it's just a griseflaksas. If anyone knows where this term comes from, this saying, please leave a comment below or tell me directly. Alright. Enough of my rant. Hopp, hopp! Sandefjord! Allah. What are you doing?
Henter deg, ja. Redder deg ut fra villmarka.
Yes, sir.